Hi, my name is Moav, an African storyteller based in Nairobi. I was recently in Ethiopia filming a documentary in Hawassa and Semera. A wrong booking on my return flight home left me with a day to spare in Addis Ababa, so I decided to explore this great African city.
I'm going ahead, not turning back. I'm moving on, not turning back. Up to the moon, there is no turning back.
I hired a car and a guide for a couple of hours and drove around to see what makes this an amazing city. For starters, the road network is quite impressive, with wide streets and avenues crisscrossing the city. They drive on the right side of the road, unlike us in Kenya, who drive on the left.
Carry on, despite where I was, to a future that I've never known. I'll sing a song of victory ahead. Oh, I'm gonna dance to glories that I've made. Flying back, seeing through my time, imagining how life used to be.
Vehicle taxes are quite high, so you'll see very few luxury vehicles on the road. The Ethiopian government drastically cut taxes on electric vehicles, so it's not uncommon to find a Tesla or an ID4 on the streets of Addis.
I'm going ahead, not turning back. I'm moving on, not turning back. Up to the moon, there is no turning back.
Safaricom recently started operations in Ethiopia, and they have a lot of advertising visible on the streets of Addis. At the airport in Bole, I got a 15 GB data bundle for 500 birr, which is around 1400 Kenya shillings.
This is where the Ethiopia-Djibouti train used to be. It used to take off from here. It used to take 18 hours to get to Djibouti, but now because they have the electric train, it takes only 10 hours. The station is definitely somewhere different. But what they're doing to this specific location is actually putting up Eagle Hills, which is going to be one of the most prime real estate projects in Addis Ababa.
One thing that stood out for me is the amount of construction happening all over Addis. Its over 6% annual economic growth is evident in the number of cranes and buildings under construction populating the skyline. With a population of around 123 million, Ethiopia is Africa's second most populous country after Nigeria. At 2,355 meters, Addis is the highest capital in Africa and the fourth highest in the world. Taxiye, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Taxiye is a ride-hailing app just like Uber and Little Cab that is big in Addis. If digital cabs are not your thing, there are many ladders all over Addis with flexible rates ready to take you to your destination.
I'm at the Menelik Monument at a big roundabout here in Addis. Looking for the perfect place to take a good shot.
These yellow and orange buses are called Anbesa. Excuse my pronunciation, I'm not sure if I'm getting this right. Anbesa. They are part of a public bus company started by Emperor Haile Selassie in 1945, but are currently owned by the government. They carry over 1 million passengers a day.
I've come to the Ethiopia National Museum just to find out some more history about Ethiopia and meet my ancestors. Not like that, but yeah, see Lucy. It's amazing being here and getting to see all the history that there is that Ethiopia holds. It is just, I think what the amazing thing is the fact that Lucy's skeleton and other artifacts are still here in the Ethiopian Museum. I know there are a couple of artifacts somewhere in some European museums, and I really hope that those and even others that belong to other African museums are actually brought back home, because we can take care of our own culture, we can take care of our own heritage. We've done that for millennia, and there's no reason why exhibits that rightfully belong to Africa should be somewhere in a European, American, or Asian museum.
We drove up Entoto Mountain to Entoto Mariam Church, which is one of Addis Ababa's main attractions. It sits on the grounds from where Menelik II ruled Ethiopia. Empress Taitu Betul built a house for herself near a natural hot spring in the lowlands. Menelik then expanded this house to become an imperial palace and later the capital in 1889 when Menelik became the emperor. And that's how Addis Ababa eventually became the capital. Inside Addis Ababa University is the Ethnological Museum. This used to be Emperor Haile Selassie's residence. Inside are rooms filled with art and stories that celebrate Ethiopian and African history. a visit to Addis isn't complete without a visit to Merkato, the largest open-air market in Africa.
See, the world is getting better now. Feel the change is coming on my way. Keeping hope as higher as I can. Moving on, embracing destiny. Carry on, despite all my past, into tomorrow's bright and shiny days.
It is home to over 7,000 businesses and has different sections where you can buy almost anything except running talent.
I'm going ahead, not turning back. I'm moving on, not turning back. Up to the moon, there is no turning back.
Because of time, I did not get out of the car to immerse myself in its vibrance, but I hope that these shots give you a good picture of what Merkato is like.
Carry on, despite where I was, to a future that I'd never known. I'll sing a song of victory ahead. Oh, I'm gonna dance to glories that I've made. Lying back, seeing through my time, imagining how life used to be.
After lunch, I spotted these boys playing football outside the these names Tigalchin Monument, also known as the Dag Monument, a memorial to Ethiopian and Cuban soldiers involved in the Ogaden War.
I'm going ahead, not turning back. I'm moving on, not turning back. Up to the moon, there is no turning back.
As my tour of Addis came to a close, I drove by the African Union headquarters. Addis is where the AU, formerly OAU, was formed on 25th May 1963, a day that is commemorated as Africa Day.
So I'm concluding my short tour of Addis, this place where you actually overlook the entire city. It's been an enjoyable tour. Hope you've enjoyed it as well. Until the next one, see you.